Medina is a very special song to me. Very powerful song that really, I don't know, really came from deep inside when we were writing it. So it's actually kind of funny. It's such a personal, deep, kind of emotional song for me, and it was actually inspired by two things: King Crimson, which is a band, a progressive rock band, and the video game Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo, which I'm obsessed with. I still play all the time. I probably play it at least once a year. There's a part in Chrono Trigger where you enter this floating continent called the Kingdom of Zeal, and there's this little plinky guitar. It's not a guitar. It's obviously a synthesizer, but it sounds like a guitar run through a bunch of effects, and it's like doon 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 whatever. And I loved it. I remember every time to this day when I'm playing this stupid game, I'll get to that part and I'll be like, yes, like it's the first time you get to hear the song in the game. And so I love this part, and I thought it was great, and it kind of inspired King Crimson, and this video game kind of inspired the dual guitar parts. So there's two guitar parts happening simultaneously at the beginning of the song, and it goes throughout the whole song. And I don't think you could, I mean, obviously maybe like somebody like Lindsey Buckingham could do it, but I don't think one person could play the both parts. I think you'd have to have two guitar players to do it. And King Crimson does that all the time. And so this Chrono Trigger and King Crimson inspired this song to come about, because I was experimenting with the idea of doing guitar parts that, you know, couldn't be done with just one person. So this song is also the hardest song to sing. Of all the doublethink songs, it is the most taxing on my vocals. It's in a very high register. There's lots of like holding out notes. There's a lot of just singing right from the chest kind of stuff, and there's falsetto. There's parts that are kind of quieter and then louder. It's just all over the place. And whenever we play the song live, which was very rare, but whenever we did, it was it was very taxing. We'd have to sort of put it towards the end of the set to make sure that I'd still have enough vocals left over to do whatever else we were going to do. So on this collection, this Keep the Wolves at Bay collection, is not the album version, but actually an acoustic version, which we didn't change at all. We played the song exactly the same way as it was recorded in the studio. It's just that we played it live in our studio with acoustic guitars only. And the reason we did it was very deliberate. We tried to mess with it, and we were just like, this song can't be messed with. Like, it is what it is. You can't, if you try and change it, it just loses it. I don't know what you could possibly do to it and still have it be as good, as a reinterpretation. So it's literally an acoustic version of the album track, and I think it came out great. I'm kind of, after listening to this and the other acoustic song that ended up on this collection, or the other two, I Should Have Been a Girl and Turn the Halos, listening to them three, I'm kind of disappointed we never released this acoustic EP that we were planning on doing, because there was some really good stuff on there. But yeah, Medina is a great song. Very personal lyrics about my sort of internal conflict with who I am. Sort of like looking at myself and saying, Scott, you are not good enough. Scott, you are flawed in some way, and you should do something about that. But then also saying to myself, no, like, this is who you are, and you need to accept it. And how that decision of saying, yes, I'm a flawed individual, but those flaws kind of make me who I am, and how that negatively affects my life and the problems that kind of occur when making a decision like that. That's what this song is about. One last thing. The reason it's called Medina is because of the Chrono Trigger thing. There's a town in Chrono Trigger called Medina. Obviously, the song that it was inspired by happens in a kingdom called Zeal, but I thought Zeal was a stupid name for a song, so I picked something else. So the name doesn't really mean anything. It has no connection to the song's lyrics at all. It was just a reference to the town in Chrono Trigger. So if you pick up Chrono Trigger, and you play around, you'll hear the song that inspired it, and you'll also go to the town and, stay in the inn.
Hey everyone, This is Scott from Doublethink. Is this one of your favorite songs? Leave a comment about it below. I hope you're enjoying these track-by-track videos for all the songs on the new collection of Doublethink music called Keep the Wolves at Bay. If you would like to get a copy of this retrospective album, please click the link in the description of this video to head to our Indiegogo page where you'll be able to reserve your copy. Hope to see you guys soon.